social letter abeto Andra me read the letter no.
Okay.
In fact, me read the letter no, some few issues about me team. Now I was really surprised and I no pay. Say me sorry it is virtually the headlines because now can me expect we read the stories so per report from PPB to say Ghanaian Observer and the others now. Nanka was expecting say Niema ba me team and Drano they would have addressed it. But unfortunately, no, they've just come to put the paper in just as it has been discussed yesterday.
Okay.
The first and foremost, this letter is supposed to be an official letter. O steady letter na Carlos Wahanamo, PNC and core government.
Okay.
But what I know is every official document, it has a reference number.
Okay.
Letterway doesn't have a reference number.
Okay.
It brings a lot of questions into my mind. Is it really an official letter? An official letter? Carlos, check. Okay, check. No stamp. You understand? Yeah. And only first question about a meeting. Say, is it authentic or not? But even let's assume without admitting, say, authentic. Let's assume it, say, authentic. Who read the contents now? Maybe someone will say, what is the issue? Then the issue, no. You say, then Vice President John Mahama, actual letter, they call this company, a catcher almost say, from the ambassador, no. What is said, there are some issues surrounding this whole purchase. And Nunti said, Omubenya, they should come to his office. Now, you settle those issues, no. The issue ananka me expect to say yebe nya answer to from these publications abeto jano is one, whether or not the office of the vice president then had the mandate to go into this kind of negotiations.
Okay.
Embeto Jai say the vice president in his capacity as a vice president letter Ochro yeno Ochro outside the authority as a vice president, and Ochro within his authority as a vice president. If he wrote this letter, and this letter was written, which did not infringe on his powers as a vice president, question Ebima Mibisan said, then what will be the issue for the writing of this letter? Ebim, the contents, no, who read the contents now? He actually requested for a meeting. I mean, per the letter, no, or requested for a meeting for clarifications to be done. In other words, no, there are some issues which, through your ambassador to Brazil, he, the vice president's office, no, has been furnished with. And he realized, no, there are some issues surrounding this whole purchase, and no, even here, clarifications. And so if there's a need for clarifications, come to my office, that is, come to Ghana's vice president's office, and let us have a discussion around this whole thing. On the surface of it, no, the impression created, that meeting is intended to clarify whatever be the issues or the difficulties surrounding this whole purchase.
Okay.
Question be my bisani say, if you are a vice president, now my first issue, it has been established, say, Ampa, the office, he has that power to go into this kind of negotiation and involve himself in this kind of negotiation, if it is established. Then the content of the letter, which says there are some issues that need to be clarified, and until Branier have my meeting, I am asking again, does it create an impression? Say Carlos Tiwe, no afraid there's an issue regarding trade. Now, Ababeto ni office says, no, this issue regarding trade, they be with Togo, whatever embassy or whatever country. Me na dream ne papa. Intimum brand and clarify those issues. No, I am still asking, say, what are the difficulties with such issue? Meaning, say, they make cannot say.
Yeah. Say, when the Juma Munkwa.
Incident, say, when the Juma Munkwa, no invite, say, Mumbra, the near maybe what a chair margin so. I need clarifications on those issues, sir. Then what is wrong about that? I mean, that's the question I'm asking. What is wrong about that? But you see the midi can't you know. Even the letter itself, no, I am still struggling to understand its purpose. for which it has come into the public domain. It has even become a front page for some papers. When we have serious issues in this country to discuss. Ghanaian Observer, on my intro to this content of the letter, without talking about the issues that I have raised, which I thought say journalistic ethics near, that is what they were supposed to do to help us, the ordinary Ghanaians. We are not into the journalistic field, so that we will be able to have clarity as far as these issues are concerned. They failed to do that. But we read the content now. After giving this intro, without dwelling much on the letter, quickly linked it to NPP communications director having a press conference. Our press conference, Oka say Airbus G01 mentioned in the Airbus judgment can be linked to the former president John Mahama simply because of this letter that has come out. The fundamental issue at this letter has nothing to do with Airbus. And unfortunately, this morning, there are some people who have tried to link it. I mean, other media houses are the monitor and media who say.
Social media.
You understand? There are some people who have tried to link it.
They didn't mislead
now,
me.
this letter has nothing absolutely to do with Airbus.
Okay.
But in moving on to the issue of Airbus, since this one doesn't really have an issue to discuss, in moving on to the issue of Airbus, what is really the issue regarding Airbus? Say a judgment has taken place outside this country. Now in the judgment, some coded names has been given. Ebeto Ojano. Clearly, the president says we should refer it to the special prosecutor's office. Now on your investigation, now you find it out. Particularly me, my interest has to do with that J01. Why SRGO1? Government official 1. Intermediary 5, what says whatever. Who are those persons involved? After identifying those ones,
why should we be worried about GO1? Because one Jessica directly.
Let us identify.
If we go by logic,
if we go by
what is in the judgment.
What I'm saying is, let's identify those individuals. You identify those individuals. New Year. Special Prosecutor's Office should go further to identify whether or not those individuals engage in any corrupt acts per the purchase of the Airbus. These are issues that need to be unraveled. We shouldn't just identify, because why? Who identifies a GO1? Emmanuel Wilson. The next thing is for us to identify whether or not Emmanuel Wilson, representing GO1, was found culpable in any act of corruption and corrupt practices as far as the purchase of the Airbus is concerned. These are issues that need to be raised. But to say those issues will be identified now, it becomes very difficult for anyone to come into a conclusion and say, GO1 Simesi, and GO1 this person. And because of that, because GO1 this person or that person, it automatically means that person is corrupt. But you see what is even disheartening? Two, the NPPs as a political party, reaction to this whole judgment, particularly when the president of Ghana, who was brought into this country as the president to become the president on the ticket of NPP, has directed, say, an institution such as Special Prosecutor's Office should go into an investigation. Why would they be quick to come out and specify and mention, say, look, even though your president, another president of Ghana has indicated that we should have an investigation into it, you believe we say GO1, the former president.
That is the politics aspect. The president is the president of the whole nation.
Then that makes
your governance aspect.
Then that makes it very, very irresponsible.
Really?
You know why? See, the party, it is not for fun. It is not for fun. And by convention, particularly in this Fourth Republic, the general secretaries of incumbent party governments and are the party in power. The general secretaries are part of cabinets. It is not just for fun.
Okay.
So you cannot tell me, say, some of your political party, then what is the General Secretary doing at our cabinet, at cabinet meetings? What did they make an say? So under no circumstance should anyone create the impression, say, oh, we're a political party, until they are different from the party, the government in power. But it doesn't work that way. But in any case,
we are see, you come on the ticket of a party, but unyaba ebe president. What be your mind? Somebody may not have voted for you, but once you are the president of the nation. The president's policies are all implemented. Which political parties manifesto policy are implemented? Any party.
Beautiful.
But I think that in a broader context,
what broader context means what?
President,
no,
the
of
nation.
Course, he's the president for the nation. For everyone, he's my
politics
president.
The party can go because.
That is why I'm saying, then it becomes an irresponsible political party to take that position.
Okay.
Simply because
I don't think they've taken the position, but I am asking.
No, yeah, you are asking, but they've taken the position through the communications directorates. They came out on a press conference. Even when the president has mandated the office of the special prosecutor to go into this investigation, they quickly come out and say, irrespective of what the president has initiated, irrespective of the response or the report and the result that the investigation will come out with, we believe, say what has happened, this and this and that are the people involved. We believe, say, what has happened, this and this and this should be the outcome. If this is not irresponsibility in the highest order, what then can it be? But what is even interesting, maybe Mami land it up. What is even interesting? The swiftness with which the president decided to quickly move this issue to the office of the special prosecutor. Okay. I commend that because, you see, I believe strongly in the building of institutions and not the buildings of persons. But then, may they compare what happened 2 weeks ago? I am still finding it difficult to really be convinced of the commitment that the president has when it comes to fighting against corruption. 2 weeks ago, President Asia, the diplomatic community, say every now and then, or say particularly some embassies are making reference to appointees of the government being corrupt and all that. But he's telling them, say, omote, and now some more evidence, be say, omo ne committee, ne appointees be a corrupter. They should look for him, the president, and report to.
Or office, or his office.
His office
of the president.
You see, did the president know, say, in fighting corruption, they are mandatory and are mandated institutions in this country, of which Special Prosecutor's Office is part of.
But
of which IOCO,
of which IOCO is...
But why? What does that mean?
They only say it in public, and I say...
just saying it in public, saying...
And also, instead of you going to tell the media...
Go to Special Prosecutor's Office, that's what the president should have... No, go to the...
just tell me, and I'll refer you to the appropriate office.
Please. It is not the president's duty to refer issues to the appropriate office.
But he just did.
He just did.
You have commended him.
I have commended him for doing this. Because, why? This issue, in the first place, there hasn't been any petition. You should remember that.
That's why it is not.
It is exactly.
It went to SP.
If there is any person, and now Ebani said, Obi, from the Brazil company, and I say Airbus company, has officially petitioned her. That company wouldn't have petitioned the office of the office of the president. That company would have petitioned IOCO, would have petitioned Shraj, would have petitioned Special Prosecutor's Office, because Omo and the mandated institutions to fight corruption. And so the president should have been seen in representing the nation as far as the international communities were concerned, should have been seen. Say he's committed to strengthening institutions in this country. What prevented the president from just saying, say, look, if you have any evidence, and now any issue regarding my appointees being corrupt, take it to the appropriate institutions? What would have been the difficulty in that?